everybody, welcome back, Cozytravelers. Happy New Year's. Can't believe we gone through all of 2024 and we've made it, and honestly, here's to another year of great stationery items and using everything that we have that we've collected over time. Sorry about my voice. I am getting over a nasty cold that I got, honestly, right between Christmas and New Year's. But getting over it. And honestly, this is an extra video for my channel because like I said, typically the upload schedule is looking at every 2 weeks. But somebody had a question about 2 pens that I had talked about in my pens that I collected in 2024. And those happen to be about my 2 Wancher Sailor Collab Pro Gears in the Mocha Brown and Champagne Green. They were just kind of asking, just show them off a little bit more than I had in the other video, which that one was just kind of an overview of every pen I have. So what I wanted to do is kind of do like a couple quick samples of the pens themselves, and honestly also talk about how I got them, because if you do a search online, be it eBay or something, you could see how much the pen is going for, which honestly, I'm checking my phone right now quickly. Yeah, so even just giving a quick look on my phone, it's looking like the Wancher Mocha Brown or the Champagne Green go for between like $314 to $350, but all of them including free shipping. But I wanted to kind of also just plug how I got mine. So without further ado, let's start just kind of doing a couple of samples, because these both are 21K nibs. This one being a 21K in a medium fine, and this one in a medium. So let me start off with the medium fine, and then also just kind of show off the size comparisons between the Pro Gears and the Pro Gear Slims, in case anyone's interested, because these are a little wider and a little taller, I believe, than the Pro Gear Slims. Let me see. Yeah, I just kind of grabbed the first one that came. So this is a Pro Gear Slim. And you could see that with the caps on, the pen for the Slim is a little bit shorter, and it's definitely a little bit skinnier than the Pro Gears. I love the Pro Gear Slims. They fit fine in my hand. But I will say the feel of the Pro Gears is really nice. It's a little chubbier, comparatively. So this one, so this is the, oh, are you spelling it wrong? Sailor X Wancher in Mocha Brown, and this is a medium fine nib. And I will say, compared to a regular 14K medium fine, it's like pretty comparable, maybe a smidge thicker, nothing too crazy, but I will say it's definitely wetter. So the line width might not be as much of a difference, but definitely the wetness of it, like, yeah, even the previous, it's still pretty wet. Love it. It writes like butter though. So that's the medium fine, and then we have the medium. So this is the Champagne Green. In a medium. Yeah, really wet. Really, I think honestly, comparatively, I love the medium more. I used to like the medium fine more, but I really like the medium now. I think it really glides on. So that'd be my vote. And the colors, like I said, they're really gorgeous colors. Like, they're really sophisticated. They look black under certain lighting, but when you have the light on it, you do see the kind of dark green and dark brownness to it. And I think they're just kind of really great everyday pens. I don't think I ever have a time where either one of this is not inked. Right now I have them both, but typically it's either going to be the green or the brown, because it goes with every color I've put it with so far. Right now I have the green one with Tokyo Amatsu by Sailor Shikiori, and the mocha brown one is the actually have it nearby. It's the Platinum's the mixable ink, and this actually came with my chai latte pen. I didn't like it for that pen, but I really wanted to try it out, so I ended up having these kind of paired up for now. I want to just preface this as I start to go into the process that this is just the way I've been doing it. This is the most comfortable I've been ordering stuff from Japan to my home for the past few years. And if it's helpful for someone out there trying to do the same, then I'm happy that you found this video. So now, as I pop up on the screen, this is my browser. I just kind of walk briefly through how I got the pen, and how I got it a little bit cheaper than what eBay's lowest asking price was, which was around like $314, not including tax. So usually I go and check out the Rakuten.co.jp site. And thankfully with Chrome, it auto translates, so it helps a lot in navigating the site. And then what I do is I go into the search bar and I put in Wancher, or if I'm looking up like a Sailor pen, I'll look that up. And thankfully it's the first option right on the site. So I click the pen, which is that Pro Gear Wancher collab. This one being the blue. And if you scroll to the bottom, it'll kind of show like, oh, what everyone else is looking at when they look at this pen, which you'll then see the mocha brown one, and you'll also see the champagne green, which I'm going to click on in a second. And then as you can see on the bottom, it shows what's out of stock. And it's typically the one with the little kind of like envelope. So obviously you can't click it if it's not in stock. And so what I do here, just to show that the one that is in stock, which is the extra fine, it'll let me add that one. It won't let it add into the cart if it's a not in stock item. And I'll show it again when I click onto the champagne green. Whereas this one, when you're scrolling down, and thankfully again, auto translates a lot, you'll see that it's available in the extra fine and medium. So when I click the medium, it lets me click the pen. So what I do from here is I don't buy it through the Rakuten site. I clip the link, and then I go to Japan Rabbit, which is my favorite proxy site to order stuff from Japan if it doesn't automatically have somebody that ships it to the US. And so what you do is you copy the link, you paste it into the add item section, and then you hit edit details, so that you could put, if it's a listing that has multiple options, you could put the color you're looking for, the size, if it's clothes, you could put your clothes size. In this case, I put the nib size, and then in the details, just put extra information that'll make it easier for the side of the site that's purchasing it for you to purchase it. And then here you have the next step, which is confirming everything, putting your card information, your address, and then the folks at Japan Rabbit will buy the item and have it shipped to them in their warehouse, and then a second invoice will be sent to you concerning shipping. So the reason the pen actually ended up being a bit cheaper for me is on the Rakuten site, the pen is about 36,300 yen, which translated into USD is about 230 to 250 depending on the exchange rate. So I add that onto the site. It does the same thing. It'll convert it for you and give you an idea of how much it'll be. And then the site itself will charge you a fee for using their site and their services, which is usually about like $16 to $20. The more items you put on there, the more it'll be. But usually it's staying in that range because I've done a good amount of ordering through Japan Rabbit. And if it's multiple items from the site, they'll ship it together. If you're trying to do multiple things from different sites, what's nice is that they do hold your items for I think about 45 days without charging you. And so then this way, once everything isn't together, you could combine it and get it shipped together, so you're not paying shipping multiple separate times. Because shipping is probably the most expensive part about this. But again, for me, shipping from Japan to the States for the pens was about $20. I think it was a little bit more when I used FedEx, but for DHL it was $20 with tracking. And so if you do the math on that, with the pen being between $230 to $250, plus roughly a $20 charge, plus another $20 to $30 on shipping, you're at $300, which is still cheaper than the eBay option that was about $314 for the cheapest option, and then going up from there. And I think honestly for eBay, it's just because you're paying for the convenience and them reselling it. Whereas with using Japan Rabbit and purchasing directly from a site, which Wancher is the seller, it's a little cheaper. So you're just paying that fee as opposed to the resale price. So for me, I've always gone that route. It's just a lot easier for me. And I know that some pens, with the exchange rate right now, with the yen to the dollar, it's cheaper for me to do it that way than sometimes order a pen here in the States. The only time I typically do that is if the pen is a North American exclusive, then there's no way for me to go around it. I'll just have to purchase it here and pay the higher price if I really want the pen. But yeah, besides that, that's the way I buy my pens if it's available in Japan. And you could also do it for, I just use Rakuten because that's what came up when I was looking for pens. But you could go on the Sailor site. Some people use it for the Ancora site. Pretty much just kind of explore and see what's available. Sometimes there's really cool exclusive pens that are only on certain stationery sites, shop sites. And yeah, I've almost gone that route a few times. But Macari is also a great option. I almost forgot that one too. If you don't mind having a secondhand pen, which I really don't, I feel like, especially in Japan, a lot of secondhand things are handled so well that it's almost like buying it new. So obviously look at the listing, look at the pictures, ask questions if you can. And that's another really cool route. But yeah, I really hope that this helped the person who was asking about the pens. I love these pens. Like I said briefly before, like I always have one of these two inked up. Same with the Pro Gear Slim, like I'll always have at least one of them inked up. But yeah, these are my favorite, and honestly the reason why I seek out the Pro Gears more than I do the Pro Gear Slims. But I know that in the States they're a bit pricier, but if you could get it at a good value, I would definitely jump on it. So I hope this helps, and I hope you guys enjoy this quick, or I hope it was a quick one, video about these two pens. And I'll see you guys next week, which will be the official video for my release, which I don't know which one it is going to be yet, but I have an idea. But yeah, thanks everybody, and I'll see you next week.